Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're carving the stencil of the month for August 2023, and I love the way this thing came out.
Before we get to the project, guys, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button and little bell icon. We're putting out tons of content and we're doing some huge projects that you guys don't want to miss. So guys, we have a premium and executive membership, and one of the benefits of the executive membership is every month you get the stencil of the month free, plus a ton of other benefits. You can actually check it out right here. I'll put a link. But today we are carving this, and Dad's doing the whole thing with just the 60-degree bit, which is kind of different from our normal style, but it actually turned out really cool. So let's make some sawdust.
The great thing about the stencils is the fact that it's a super quick layout. You just got to make sure it's centered on the board and give it a nice light spray with the primer. Let it dry and you're ready to roll. Dad carved this entire sign with just the 60-degree bit. Now, the 60-degree bit has a lot of benefits. Number one being it's probably the best cutting bit because it has 3 flutes. Number two being the fact that it has a pretty sharp point on it. So he started off at 3/16 of an inch deep, but you can see right here that when it comes to the sharp points, he's just feathering it in. And remember, when it comes to artwork, nobody's going to notice if some of your lines are off. Some of the lines will be a little bit bigger, some will be a little bit smaller. It's all about the picture as a whole instead of the individual lines. The font on this stencil is super easy to do, except when it gets to like the little sharp points. That's where you want to feather in and out, but the 60-degree bit is perfect for this. Now remember what I said about the artwork, where the lines can be off a little bit. Lettering is a lot different. If you have 2 S's and one looks different than the other, it's going to look really funky. So in your lettering, you want to make sure you stay within the lines and that you follow that as closely as you can, not like the artwork. For some reason, I really like doing stuff like these waves right here, where it has kind of lazy arcing lines. I don't know why, but I really enjoy it. As long as you stay on the outside of the line, there's always room to come back and take off a little bit more, which when it comes to the editing, we don't generally show that just for time's sake. But stay outside the line a little bit, you can always get a little bit more. You can always take a little bit more off, but you can't add more on. Doing the cleanup is usually where Dad would switch to the 90-degree. It takes out more and it gives it a different texture. But he decided to do the whole thing with a 60-degree, and I really like the texture. For some reason on this particular sign, especially in like the palm trees, this texture is perfect for that. If you have a knot in the board like this one, or some sort of little crack, you want to tape that up before you spray it. That way the primer doesn't get down in there and you can't sand it off. For the edge, Dad just gave it a nice chamfer with the 45-degree bit all the way around, and of course, it's Dad, he had to do the back too. Then we just sprayed it with primer and sanded it off. So we actually switched from using the random orbital to the disc sander for everything, and it gives it just as good a finish. So we used a 60 grit disc on the disc sander to get most of the black off, and then 120 grit on the disc sander as well, and it gave it a really good finish. Just look at that thing. That thing looks nice.
So there it is, guys. Now the cool thing about this project is the fact that this only took Dad maybe 20 minutes to do from start to finish, and he did it all with one bit. And like I said, it's kind of a different style than our normal style, but I really like it. I will leave a link in the description for the 60-degree bit and the stencil. You guys can check that out. As always, guys, if you have any questions, shoot us an email, ryan@makeitwoodsign.com, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.